Good morning, everybody. Welcome back and welcome aboard. Today we'll be doing the Kiwi Air series, and we'll be continuing our flight this time to Fort. What is it called? The name? To Airport 2 Uniform Tango 3, which is a kind of a dirt airstrip, and it is actually located Fort Ranch. So it's a small airfield out there that we're gonna fly towards to. It should take us about an hour to go there, and maybe an hour. Maybe we're gonna hop over to Salt Lake City and park it up there. So yeah, well, I'm gonna do this thing on VATSIM. So if there's any ATCs around, we will fly with them. If not, we'll just do the usual VFR and just be done with that. So at the present time, Uniform Tango 3. Okay. We'll say 30,000 feet. Nah, well, 34 then. 34,000 feet. We're gonna have setup check. Departure runway 33. If not mistaken, I don't have that. I think it was the lens. Like that. And then arrival. I'm not sure for the weather there. We'll just say runway 35 at the moment. 5-mile extension. And then from Linz, where is that? Linz, we're gonna go to Salt Lake City. Actually, EKR, Echo Kilo Romeo. Actually, sorry, correct, Echo Kilo Romeo. And then to Salt Lake City. And then, oh, is that the right one? Nope. Salt Lake City is actually Tango Charlie Hotel. Sorry, Tango Charlie Hotel. My bad. Tango Charlie Hotel. Yes. Okay, that makes sense now. And I go for runway 35. Okay. Sounds good. Takeoff performance for us. Temperature outside is 27 degrees right now in Aspen, quite warm. QNH is a 1018. Oh, sorry, wrong button. 1018 on the QNH there. Check. And takeoff using flaps 15. Speeds are set as done before. So, while we are waiting, let's load the cargo and passengers up.
Transporter from dispatch. It's a cargo mission today. When you check the payload and the flight plan, please release your parking brake to start.
Okay, all is set.
Transporter form dispatch. Loading cargo. Please stand by.
Okay, we're loading up the cargo. That's done. So I'm gonna file the flight plan first, and then onto VATSIM, and then we can fly from there.
Transporter. Transporter from dispatch. The cargo is on board. You are clear to taxi to the runway and take off.
Okay. And alternate will be to Salt Lake City, that is KSLC. Flight time will be about an hour. We'll go at 34,000 feet. Fuel available is 3 hours. KSE. Lens. What lens was that just now? Hold on. Lens 9. Echo Kilo Romeo. Visual. 2 Tango Uniform Chart 3. And a go time will be 140. 135, actually 140 departure time. Flight plan. Okay, flight plan has been filed. I've just cross-checked with the terminal charts in VATSPY. There's no one here right now. Las Vegas is going to be busy soon, but we're not flying to Las Vegas today. We're going to stop in Salt Lake City tonight, and then we're going to maybe fly to Los Angeles tomorrow, or Oakland, or Sacramento, or something like that, depending on the contracts and what we're getting. For now, all baggages and stuff is on board, and we're already pretty much good to go. So, let's get going. Alright. Beacon on. Ignition and auxiliary fluid pumps on, just to help the engine start at a high altitude. Starter number 2 engaged. Okay, let's slow that down. Okay, engine is looking good. Okay, and run. Light up. Looks great. Can't wait to be unbased here, and then it's in the winter later on in the end of the year. Sounds like it's gonna be fun. Okay, starting number 1. Yes, bad amp, I know. Oh well. We're not getting a pushback this today. And run. Well, we need to make the flight quickly before it gets actually too late in the evening. If it gets too late in the evening, we might not be able to see anything actually. Alright. So you're going to taxi out to the right, taxi all the way down to the runway, take off runway 33, and depart that way, down the valley. Alright, engine started, looks good. Boost pumps off, static heats on. Taxi lights. Plus 15. Flight control check before we go. Left, right, forward, back, rudder right, rudder left. Speed brakes still doesn't work. Alright. Parking brake release. Let's go. We're at high altitude. We're even taxiing with 65% N1 just to get ourselves rolling. That's just how high we are in the mountains right now. I'm gonna need all the length for this departure, so that should be fine. So the departure itself, we can take a look as we taxi out. Hold on. So everyone, I want us to take a look. Charts. Lens 9 will look something like this. So as departure, maintain 343, 9100, left turn, intercept the back course, and then to Lens, and then to us is to Echo Kilo Romeo via Slalom, Rifle, and McKeer, and then we're gonna intercept the airways out. Oh, this upslope is really slowing me down. So it's a pretty simple departure. Nothing too special there, it's just a high elevation, and we're gonna need a lot of muscle for that. So, yeah. Other than that, we should be pretty good. Let's set an altitude for 34,000 feet for our initial flight plan. Hold on, it just needs some help. I need to sweep it bigger. It's much faster than scrolling one by one. Alright, all set. Initial climb. We'll say 200 for now. Yeah, we'll give it 200. It is bouncy, this taxiway.
Autopilot.
Don't use the autopilot. Okay, slow down. Before we go, 122.80. We put it in, and we monitor. Okay, double check. Funnel area is clear, no traffic on funnel on both sides. Alright, that looks good. Let me contact everyone on the vet spy. If there really is no one there. Alright. Aspen traffic, Kiwi 123. Entering, I'm gonna be rolling runway 33, Linz 9er departures via Echo Kilo Romeo, climbing flight level 340. Okay. Oops. Okay, lined up. And we're Gucci. Increasing thrust and toga. Let's go. Oh, the runway is bouncy as heck. We're not carrying a full load today, so rotate speeds and everything will be quite low, like about 90 something. We can lift off. So yeah, rotate.
Transporter, good flight.
Gear up, positive brake. What was that? Something just popped in the back. Oh my god, my vertical speed panel doesn't work anymore. Oh, it's erroring. It says that vertical speed has been errored in the NeoFly. So yeah, I'll assume it's having an error. Okay, passing the altitude, autopilot engage, and onto nav mode please. Flaps up. Climb thrust. Speed 240. As we accelerate, we're clear of the mountains and we're visual with the mountains, and we're Gucci. Denver control. Kiwi 123 airborne from Aspen, tracking to Echo Kilo Romeo, squawking 5612. Alright. Dun 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 dun. Everything was airborne fine. Everything looks Gucci. All we need to do now is continue on our way there. Alright. Looking great so far. Monitoring the ATC traffic from... oh, I don't know what I forgot. Present position. Maps overlay. I want terrain on the right side. And traffic information also. This side I want the bearing configs from the VOR1. VOR2. Escape. Overlays, I want weather. in case there's something bad. And traffic. There we go. And we are airborne. Okay, we're at climb thrust, then we're still climbing nicely. All's good. We're spawning the valley out. With a small jet like this, you have a high performance climb to weight ratio, so you can literally climb on like a rocket as opposed to what you would get from smaller airports. You don't, bigger airplanes. You don't have the kind of performance to abuse your climb. Basically, fasten seatbelt sign has been turned off. Ladies and gentlemen, you may move about your cabin as you please. Please do be careful. Case of turbulence. Gone to actually Omaha. We might even do that next time. After Salt Lake City, we might go to Las Vegas. Not Vegas, sorry. LA or Sacramento. I think it'll be a fun trip. Yeah, but for now, we'll just be chilling. Oh, for some reason the webcam's not working today. I don't know why. Oh, I know what's up. It's actually working, but it's off in the corner. Yeah, I can see my head. One sec, people. Nope. That's wrong. That's wrong. Webcam. There we go. Back. Okay. Things there seems to be working back better now. And here's the VFR map for everyone if you're interested. When it decides to spawn in. Oh, look at the sun, it's very bright. Well, the calculator from the flight sim and the one I'm using right now, the actual flight plan is slightly different. But that's no big deal. At the moment, present time, it's quite quiet here in the ATC because there's no one on duty right now in Salt Lake Center and also Denver Control. So yeah, we'll just manage it. We'll just manage without them. Okay. Nice and lovely, very quiet. I might decide to go to a different airport later on, but Salt Lake City, I think we have time to park it up there because it's not too far from where we is. Okay, once we get there, we probably can go land somewhere. Boise Air Terminal, Idaho Flying Fields, Bozeman, Gallatin Field. Probably just back to Salt Lake. Once we get to Salt Lake, I'll show the charts and everything. We can, I don't know, we could probably just relax. Probably do 2 sectors today. If flying back to Aspen, I don't know if we're gonna make it in time, so we're gonna have to just figure out what we want to do. So for the airport diagrams, that's fine. Approach. Let me get the weather first, actually, for these airports, just so I can figure out how I'm gonna do this. Can we get direct to Linz? What's going on here? Direct to Echo Kilo Romeo. Yeah. Just turn right, direct to Echo Kilo Romeo. Where are you going, my friend? Autopilot be drunk. Yeah. Continue Echo Kilo Romeo, please. Thank you. Okay, that's good. Okay, so as I was saying, we're gonna get the weather first. Hey, this is Carsonian. Hi there, how are you doing? Welcome aboard. Nice to see you this morning. What's up? What brings you here? Okay, so for now, let's check the weather that we're gonna get later on. So I don't think they have weather for our destination here. Not on database, yeah, I thought so. So we're gonna take Salt Lake City and then do some subtraction in terms of the minimums for our approach. Basically, that's all we need right now. I know the weather back is fine, so let's take a look at Salt Lake City right now. Temperatures 24, 2.17, 2971. Wow, that's quite low. 8 statute miles, light rain, 15010 knots. So most likely I'm gonna have to do the other approach for the other runway based on the winds. So for that, I'm gonna prepare runway 17 at 5-mile extension, and then I'm gonna reconnect it like this for now. And then as we get closer, I am going to modify the FMC to basically make my life easier. We have a lot of traffic nearby us. Those are the Delta flights that has been going on in VATSIM. Oh god, FPS, please, please, FPS, do not kill me. Oh cool, pretty good, pretty good. Okay, altitude check, coming up, get ready to set the climb thrust. Yeah, you can watch me fly. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I am a pilot in real life, so this is technically my job, though I don't actually fly the CJ4. I fly 737 in real life, but I can answer almost any flying questions if you so have any questions. More than happy to answer that for you. Flight sim will actually help you get your PPL in a sense, like it helps you get the feel of the aircraft. Helps you get a feel of the aircraft. And thank you for the follow, man. Hope to see you again on board next time. We do have, it helps you like learn how to scan the instruments, know how does an aircraft fly in general, though it does not replace proper actual flight training. Truth be told, it does not, because flying, especially for you in the takeoff and landing phase, it's more about the feel. So you have to feel the aircraft, like are you climbing, are you sinking, how are you doing on the approach, are you stable. So those are the things that you can only feel from real life. But in instruments here in flying, mostly the simulator is training for you to do instrument flying. So instrument IFR flying is only flying, looking at this inside and reaching your destination. So I think simulators will be a great tool to practice for that. Okay, I need you to catch up to the flight level. Come on, man. Capture it. There we go. Flight level 340, check. Yeah, flight sim is a good tool, provided you know what you're doing to train with them, basically. Okay, we're flying to Echo Kilo Romeo, and then we're gonna continue on to Salt Lake City, somewhere over here, and then go in like that. So for the approach itself, I'm thinking of coming in on the left, on the right downwind, and then coming across runway 15 here, based on the winds. We get in Salt Lake City, it should not be too different. But there's a nearby airport, Kilo Bravo Mike Charlie and Kilo Oscar Golf Delta. Let me check the weather. Maybe they can give me more information because this is a small airfield that I'm doing right now. Kilo Bravo Mike Charlie and Kilo Oscar Golf Delta. Okay, send for the weather request and cross-check the view. Okay. So at Bravo Mike Charlie, it is 170, 16 knots, gusting 31 knots, 7 statute miles. Okay, that's quite strong. 32 minus 02. Whoa, that's a low pressure. Remark Alpha 01, tempo 0320. That's okay. TAF unavailable. Okay, that's fine. At Oscar Golf Delta 20018, gusting 286. Okay, so we're definitely landing to the south. Temperature is quite high and the temperature dew point is quite low, so I'm expecting quite a bit of gusting on approach, so it might be quite bumpy on the way in, but we should be fine regardless. Alright, yeah, that's fine for now. I'm gonna have to modify it later because it's still too far, and I don't think this aircraft comes with a function that I can zoom in and out and move around the legs page to take a look on the thing ahead. Oh well, that's fine with me. There's so many other aircraft here. You can see like above, below, left and right, everyone here is just flying right now. These are actual airliners that actually people on VATSIM are flying. So like nearby us we have a private jet, we have 2 Deltas, we have a Jetstar, we have a Citation also, we have an American Airlines also. Interesting. There's no ATC here today. Apparently no one is handling Denver or Salt Lake City for us. Next episode tomorrow, most likely I'm gonna fly to like somewhere in LA or Albuquerque or Phoenix, something like that, you know, somewhere with a lot more ATC, so I can actually practice my communications because I haven't actually worked in a while thanks to the Rona. So yeah, let's just enjoy doing a short field, soft field landing. So this particular airport I'm flying towards is basically a small airport. It is in the National Historical Center. So the story is, in my career mode, I'm actually transporting some scientists from Aspen. They've just finished their vacation in Aspen in the mountains after they went for skiing, and now we're bringing them back to the work site and over there in the mountains in the historical site. So some story to it, I guess. I'm actually using the NeoFly mod, which is to help give myself some purpose when I'm flying. So I'm flying, I'm bringing passengers across, I'm bringing some items, or am I just repositioning the plane, and like something like that basically. So right now we're bringing 2 passengers, and we're bringing about 300 pounds of cargo, sensitive cargo no less. And I am also transporting 156 pounds of mechanical parts, and the most important part, 112 pounds of beer. Okay, so NeoFly is VATSIM is a plug mod for both Microsoft Flight Simulator, Prepar 3D, or X-Plane. So my career, it is basically connecting to a network of other people, and I'm sure you know what VATSIM is. It's basically a network for everyone to like communicate with each other and then to talk and practice the ATC communications. If you come back tomorrow around the same time, I will be flying into an ATC airspace where a lot of ATC is going to be very noisy, going to be very fun. You can listen to that, but it's a plugin. It works. It's basically a small window. You don't see it on stream because this is going to take up the screen, but if I alt tab, I will see it. It's just like a communication. You push a button on your keyboard or flight controls, you just listen and you communicate with other people like you do in real life. That might be good practice for you actually if you want to get your PPL, so you get some confidence talking to the ATC. And then the NeoFly career, yes, it makes me want to practice flying a lot more because I have a job now. I feel like I'm flying for a career, like a company. Even though I'm flying private jets right now, I cannot afford the bigger Airbus yet. It's too expensive, and I'm too lazy to fly the Airbus because it's designed to fly medium haul flights, and then I cannot fly the smaller airfields. And then it's, you know, I don't want to sit here for like 2 hours on stream doing just cruising. You know, I'm gonna run out of stuff to do, so I'm just doing shorter flights, and I'm just gonna do the short flight, do some chit chat with people that come around. That a lot. If it is actually, if I'm not using VATSIM and I really want to grind the money, I can just like fast travel to final, do long haul flights on the A320 or this, and then just fast travel to like the destination. I can do that, but you're not allowed to do that on VATSIM because it messes with people. Because actual ATC will not expect you like, oh no, he's already here. Like, oh, how the hell did you get here? And like, oh no, there's someone here. You know. It doesn't make sense. So for me, when I do these kind of flights, I want to do like an hour and a half at most. So they could do 2 hour stream in the morning, and like that's it. After I'm done with this thing, I'm gonna go wash the dishes, get ready for the day and everything. So yeah, maybe later at night if I don't have a scheduled stream, or if it's the guys that I'm supposed to do the streams with for some reason can't show, I probably can do a flying stream or other games. But this is like a dedicated morning for me, so I always get my morning practice, that kind of thing. But thanks for your good wishes for me about work. I still have a job technically. I still have a professional job as an airline pilot flying the 737 and the 737 MAX, but because of the pandemic, not much flights. I have not flown for about a month. But before that, I flew for about like 2 weeks, and then before that, I haven't flown for about 3 months, which is kind of critical because if you know your aviation law, within 90 days you have to do at least 3 takeoffs and landings. If you don't do that, you technically are considered not current. And for us, it means we have to fly with an instructor again or go back to the simulator again. So as you can imagine, that's kind of ass, and you don't really want to do that. It's wasting everyone's time. So, Carson, are you actually in flying school yet, or are you still looking for one, or you're about to enter one? And sorry, and where are you doing your flying school? If you don't mind telling me, you know, so I can maybe help you out. Who's thunderstorms? Fancy. I myself did my flying school in New Zealand. That's why my company is called Kiwi Air. Though I'm from Asia, I work in Indonesia myself for one of the major private companies over there. Almost captaincy. I almost got my captaincy. I should be a captain right now, but thanks to the pandemic, I cannot get enough flight hours. So it is kind of inhibiting my what is it called, career, I guess, thanks to the corona pandemic. Lovely stuff. The reason I'm flying in America right now is because of the ATC that's available. Basically, the ATC is more available in the morning here, so I will fly in the morning over here. Basically, so I was hoping to get the ATC. So I'm looking up on the screen right now. This is my go-to weapon called Sky Vector. This is to help me flight plan and everything. So this is exactly what we're flying right now here. We've taken off from Aspen over here on this magenta line. We're flying to Linz, Echo Kilo Romeo, and then Tango Charlie Hotel. So it looks something like this. This is the flight route we're taking right now. Right now we're somewhere over here, and we're about to enter the thunderstorm, convective thunderstorm area. So I'm just gonna keep a visual out and avoid the weather as I see them. So that's 116.8 116.8 for the next VOR. 116.80. So how's the corona treating you? Staying at home all day, every day? Is it boring already? Because it is really boring for me. That's why I am here. Okay, let's lower the sound of the jet engines so I can listen to the jazz music in the background much easier. Much better. We'll turn the sounds back on. We'll turn the sounds back on later on. Oh, you're not in flying school yet. Okay. Mental health therapist. Well, you're gonna be. You should have a lot of work today nowadays because of the corona. A lot of people not really stable at home. It's the depresso is setting in ever so nicely. The depression at home, the depresso. Oh my god, slammed. Okay, dude, that's very irresponsible of you. Local. Yeah. I felt the depression, depresso starting to set in. My lady also, my wife also, I can see it starting to set in ever so slightly, but we're trying to keep it light and happy. I play video games, having fun, watching a movie, eating popcorn, that kind of stuff, but you can only do so much without going out and socializing with other people. So, you have a flying school near you, so where are you actually? Where are you from, if you don't mind? The funny thing is, wherever you train, you definitely get the basics, but where you train can develop your character quite a lot because the challenges you face in each region of the world is very different for each of them. So if you send like a tropical pilot... Ohio! Ah! Ohio is very hot, isn't it? Oh wait, Ohio is the one where you get the... Is it in the tornado alley, is it? Is Ohio in the tornado alley? So the Midwest pretty humid. Oh yeah, convective thunderstorm is like what I'm doing right now from Aspen, Denver. We're going to Salt Lake. Yeah, so for... Really? It's not. Okay. So, humid areas, what you're gonna be concerned about when you fly mostly, if it's in the winter, you're gonna be concerned about icing a lot because you're naturally humid. So icing is a bigger threat for you. Humidity-wise, if it's pretty humid, you're gonna expect it to be quite windy and a lot of thermal activity, basically. So yeah, it's gonna be something like that. Oh yeah, wisdom for flying school students. Don't be afraid to ask. Oh yeah, choppy flying, yeah. Same thing in my country. In Indonesia here, that's where I'm from. I fly mostly. I do fly to international destinations also, like China and Australia, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand. I know them all. Choppy weather, yeah. Advice for flying in choppy weather is keep your speed up. Do not assume just because your speed is suddenly climbing that it's not gonna go down, because as soon as the wind gust disappear, you're gonna stall out and you're gonna like fall on your approach. Farming girl, welcome aboard. Hope you enjoy the stream and enjoy the flight to Fort Worth in Salt Lake area. For you, mostly for newer students, is something like this. Don't study a lot. Your flying school is the foundation for you that's gonna lead to your flying career, where if your basics are bad, it's gonna influence you for your whole career. Trust me, it is. I've seen it myself. I do teach. I may be a senior first officer. I do also teach outside of my company. I teach other students, so flying school students like you guys online like this for flying practice via the sim, or also from English lessons to practice you for your English proficiency exam or renewal, that kind of stuff. I do practice for you. I also help you study decision making, aircraft systems, and flight techniques for the 737 specifically, because that's the one I fly, so I technically can do it by the book for you guys. But for the simulator, for this series, I'm flying the CJ4 at the moment. I might go to the 787, it's when I can afford it, but right now I can't afford it. It's too expensive. But yeah, until then, yeah, we're stuck in this small jet, but it's fine. Yes, practice makes permanent practice. Yeah, that's good. And it's important to have a solid fundamentals. Yes, it is. So here's what I mean by solid fundamentals. Okay, I've been in my company for about 5 years, and I'm still I'm still kind of getting bored, but I'm still working. Still happy to work. So in these 5 years, I've seen even from the seniors to the junior first officers that come into the company, if your fundamentals are bad, me myself as a captain and some captains, we can ask you a few questions. general questions about aviation, and we can gauge your ability immediately. And we know like how smart you are, how's your practice, do you actually still study, that kind of thing. And then it shows a lot. It is more apparent in the decision-making process. So when you have to make a decision, that's in an abnormal situation, if you don't really understand the concepts of aviation, aviate, navigate, communicate, and then you don't know air law, you don't know meteorology, you don't know aircraft performance, you cannot come to a solid, good decision, right? So let's say if for some reason right now I have one engine flame out, where am I gonna go? My options right now is either to continue to Salt Lake City. Most likely there's gonna be Salt Lake City, even though it's a convective thunderstorm. The weather is still within limitation for me to do the landing. If not, I can turn back around and go to Kilo Echo Quebec there, or somewhere down south that is not in the convective thunderstorm. Or I can go up north because we're entering thunderstorm territory right now. What altitude can you descend to? There's mountains around us, you know. Outside here, these are all mountains. It looks like we're not that high, but because the mountains everywhere here is high elevation. So, where are you gonna go? You know, so these are the things that you need to have solid foundation and understanding. So, you see pilots have a lot of like gadgets, iPads, the EFB, the Jeppesen flight deck on the iPad and everything. My advice to you is for newer students, do not use them. Use your paper charts, get used to them first, you know, get used to learning how to read. KSL, check traffic, about personal review advice, check, okay. Sorry, there was someone transmitting, ooh, that's a bright thunder. Sorry, so let me show you like charts. You need to be familiar on how to read charts and everything. So, charts. So this is Chart Fox like this. This is Salt Lake City right now. So you have to be familiar with how to read the charts, get all the information you need, make a decision where you're gonna land, where you're gonna take off. Is it a steep approach? Is it a shallow approach? All that stuff. So for example, ILS runway 16 in Salt Lake City, which is what we're gonna be doing later on after we make our first landing. We're gonna be coming in for landing runway 16 right. So landing 16 right, frequency is 111.9, approach course 164. Touchdown landing is 12,000 feet. It's more than enough for landing. Elevation wise over here is 4,227, so it's a bit up, but the runway is long, so performance is not an issue. Simultaneous approach as authorized, but that's usually by ATC only. So for initial approach, we're gonna come in at the initial approach fix at roof at 9,000 feet, follow the course down. Oh no, did my flight simulator shit itself? Oh no, my flight simulator crashed. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, give me a moment while I turn my flight simulator back on because I decided to crash. Like the game crashed, so... yeah, it happens. It happens. So I'm just gonna fast forward it to the landing to save myself some time and you some time also, so... Shh, no one needs to know. I'll just turn the VATSIM on later when we're going to Salt Lake City. So let's discuss charts right now while I'm waiting for the flight sim to respawn. So Flight Simulator 2020 is a pretty game. It's not a stable game, but it's a pretty game. So if I turn my charts on, it's black. The game died. It happens, it happens. What can you do? Yes, V-pilot exit. Yes, exit it. I don't care right now. I need you to turn on flight sim. Okay, it's respawning. That's good. Okay, so while we're doing here, charts. Where is the charts? So charts like this. Okay, that's loud. That's loud. Okay. So charts like this, you have to be able to understand how to read it all and make a decision quickly. And then usually the difficult one is the taxi charts also. It's not so difficult. I mean, like, these charts are not so difficult compared to some of the other airports you fly. Let's, for example, if you're flying into like China. China's charts wanna makes you, oh, it doesn't show up here. Okay, Singapore? Singapore is quite complex also for in terms of the taxi and everything. So like this, yes. Look at the taxi chart. Does it look like you want to throw up and kill someone? Yeah, it looks like a blob. Okay, excuse me for one moment while we wait for the flight limiter to respawn. I'm gonna go check, and I think my food delivery is here, so I might have to go and pick it up first. Yeah. What I'm gonna do later is, once the simulator is back up, I'm gonna just teleport to the final, and then after that I'm gonna go immediately do the Salt Lake flight. So give me a moment. I think the delivery is here. Okay, turns out it's just the buttermilk that has arrived, not my actual groceries, so it's not that bad yet, so I can still wait a bit for that. So yeah, another thing is you need to be good at is reading your en route charts here. So this is just the America. I mean, like, look at it, it's a cluster heck. It's very bad. Oh, there's so many airways that makes you confused while looking at it. I have done East Coast, West Coast flights before. It is boring as heck. It's very, very boring doing ETOPS flying. I've also taken off from Boston here. I think Boston is somewhere down here. K-Bos. Here's K-Bos and flew all the way transatlantic to Amsterdam in a 767. That was a boring flight also. I didn't fast forward. I left it overnight. I literally just put it into cruise, disconnected from VATSIM, went to sleep, woke up again, and just be on my way. So this is how I'm gonna sneak my way through that again. So I need to do the actual flight itself. If not, I cannot. The code for the airport is... oh, it's gone. Great, so that's not good. 2 Tango Uniform Tango 3. Okay, that's the flight I wanted to do. Fly 2 Uniform Tango 3, Fort Ranch, Birmingham City. Set this for an IFR Airways. Fly. It is flying is fun. It's just a takeoff and landing phase for me. So when you start doing the approach, it's more fun. But for like the cruise itself, it's pretty boring. I always end up playing like Sudoku or like watching something off Netflix. Technically, but no one knows that. Okay, connect and fly.
Transporter from dispatch. It's a cargo mission today. When you check the payload in the flight plan, please release your parking brake to start.
Okay. It is... oh, really?
Mayday, mayday, mayday. We have lost radio and radar contact with transporter. Please send rescue to his last position.
Jesus Christ, the plane crashed on me. That's disappointing. The plane crashed on me for some reason, so... I don't know, it likes to spawn me and kill me, if that makes any sense. I don't know why it likes to do that. I have to buy a new plane, god. Ah! Hold on. One jet blew up because it spawned like bad. My plane blew up. 901 Kilo Whiskey. Buy another plane. Yes. Okay, now you spawn properly. Okay, where's that mission just now? I want to do that again. I actually want to finish this mission. Come on, man. Fly, connect, come on. Don't crash again. 1,700 pounds of extra stuff. Okay.
Transporter from dispatch.
There we go.
You must deliver express packages before the deadline. This time. Don't waste time.
Yes. Load the cargo in
Transporter
first.
form dispatch.
Come on, I'm gonna
Loading
fast
cargo.
forward.
Please stand by.
Okay, so how to determine if landing is going to be a certain heading? For example, the runway that runs heading 2 or 20. How to determine which way you will land? For reference, Kilo Mike Golf Yankee. Okay, so I can take a look at it right now here actually. Kilo weather. You need to look at the weather. First one is always weather. Kilo Mike Golf Yankee. So I'm looking at Kilo Mike Golf Yankee right now, viewing it. I'm just looking at the METAR. Alto 0705 knots, 10 latitude mile view, 9,500, 2321. Okay. Okay, so you need to look at the wind 070 at 5 knots. You need to find a runway that has the most headwind component, ideally. So in this case, it'll be runway 02. So heading 020, you're 50 degrees off, which means you're still experiencing a headwind, maybe 1 or 2 knots. But since it's calm, you potentially can land runway 20, but ideally you would be landing runway 02. You have to look at the wind. If sometimes it's like a very big crosswind, you just have to guess, you know.
Transporter,
So
good flight.
usually you would come in runway number 2 if the wind is like that. But let's say, so it's based on the weather and can get changed based on us. Yes, of course. That's why runways have multiple headings. Has more than one heading. Oh god. Alright, let's fast forward. Okay, here's the thing. I don't even know where the airport is right now. So I'm gonna say altitude, hold it, autopilot, maintain heading. Autopilot, climb. Autopilot engaged. Okay. I need to find the airport first. It's okay. Your instructor definitely later in flying school will definitely tell you how to do all of this. Tango uniform Tango 3. And I need this to be like P+. And then I need to do approach runway 17, 5 mile extension. Oh, it's here. It's in front of me. Okay. Nav. Pitot-static tube set lights. Landing. And a performance for approach. Temperature will say 28 degrees. QNH is 1003. Next, send the performance across. It's somewhere up ahead over here. Ah, okay. I've got the glide path and everything. This is great. Okay, manual flight. Let's go fly first. So the FMC modifications you see me doing, that one just comes with experience, and you know what to modify and what not to modify, basically. So right now, I need to figure out what does the runway look like, and I think it's behind that hill. I think. If I'm looking at the screen, it is actually behind a hill. So yeah, I think I have to do a hop the hill first and then come across it. So, oof. And it is gusty. My plane is wobbling like there's no tomorrow. Okay, I can't descend following that. I'm gonna have to fly to the right of it slightly and then come in. So if you look at the navigation display down here, you can see the runway position where it is. I might come in a bit steep for this because there's a mountain in the way. I think I just saw the runway. It's down there somewhere. Oh, I see it. 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 I know where to go. Okay, let's continue to descent now. And one set to about 50% for a glide descent in. 55 for this aircraft. Trim down the nose. Can you see the runway from here? Oh no, the green circle there is my angle of attack indicator. It does not tell me anything about my approach path. My approach path is on my primary flight display. You can see like a magenta diamond over here, the one vertically. That's the calculated vertical path. But since there's a mountain in the way, I'm not gonna follow that. I'm gonna crash into the mountain if I do that. So what I'm doing is I'm flying around the mountain while kind of falling down at the same time on a descent. And I'm using my eyes to judge, am I high, am I low, am I coming in too slow, or what. Sometimes the guidance they give you is incorrect, so don't always rely on it too much, because sometimes it's wrong. It's a computer, it makes mistakes just like a human. So yeah, there's this small hill. I don't want to fly too close to it. If I suddenly get hit by a bad gust, I could stall out and fall down into the ground. So now we're pretty much clear of that. I'm gonna steepen my descent to catch up with the glide path that I kind of missed, and I'm gonna track back to the center line. Wind is coming from the right side here. If you look very closely here, the wind's coming from 18 knots from that direction. So I'm gonna let the wind kind of blow me in, and it's a short field landing. We're still slightly a bit high. I need to descend. Come on, descend plane. So this is gusting. You can see the plane's like wobbling left and right on its own. So yeah, I need to make a kind of a smooth landing here because I have fragile cargo in the back. I'm gonna try my best to do that, but no promises. So the CJ4 can actually fly into small airports like this, no problem. It's a fun little thing. You can fly. Okay, center line is caught. Glide path is coming back. Check my speed.
500.
Okay, let's pause the music first. I need to listen to the engine sounds. Okay, let's go, let's go. Okay, we're still a bit too fast right now. I'm descending quite steeply because we're still a bit too fast. Alright, caught it. Increase the thrust 50 something to catch it. Come on, come on. Don't drop it. Come on. Don't float. This is a short runway. Okay. Brakes, 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 brakes. Brakes, brakes, brakes. Stop the aircraft. Oh, it's a short runway. Ugh. Okay, made it. We did it. Yay. Okay, I'm gonna go park this up first, and then I'm gonna let the game unload the cargo, and we'll do the short hop to Salt Lake City and park it up for the night. Okay, I'll answer your question shortly. Let me just park the plane up here, and we'll do the departure again. Okay, parking set, parking brake set, shutting engine down.
Okay, nice job. Someone is coming to take the cargo. I'll call you when it's done.
Okay. Okay, so you're asking about should be a flight pattern to follow. Technically, I did follow a flight pattern. I went direct to final. So you can always go overhead the field first, enjoying the downwind or crosswind, base leg or whatever. If you're not sure of which runway to do, or if you don't know how to get into the airport. I know how to come into these airports, so I just went directly into final.
Cargo unloaded
Technically.
and checked. It is always a pleasure to work with you.
Cool. It's done. And mission completed. We got paid. So let me sell the stuff I've had here. My Cessna citation. Okay, all the stuff is sold. Okay, now Salt Lake City. I think we can do a short. Let's call it a bush trip, I think. To KSLC. SLC, Sierra Lima Charlie. How far is it actually? It should be very close, right? Yeah, okay. I think I can do that quickly. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna put this in, and I'm gonna get ready to get some groceries downstairs first because I kind of have food coming, expecting food to come. 270, check departure, runway, we take off this direction, so runway 35, no 17, execute and arrival into Salt Lake City. I think we'll go runway 16, what runway, 16 right, 16 right, and we'll just park it wherever. Yeah, 16 right, we'll just go for 16 right. By fans. Oh wait, this is the wrong charts. Hold on. KSLC. Okay, my food, my groceries. I have frozens in there. 1-6 right. So we're not gonna really follow an airway here. We're gonna go directly to Otgen. Actually, Fots, Otgen is the same thing. Yeah, 1-6 right. We can do that as a direct entry into that and add that to the little queue. All right. Legs. Direct to fans. We'll just do that. Performance for takeoff. Temperature is 31 degrees Celsius. QNH and barometer is set. Send that. And direct. Okay, so let me get a contract from them to hopefully make some money from this. KSLC, that's not Salt Lake City.
Transporter from dispatch. Transit mission today. I'm waiting at our new base.
Okay, we'll lower the payload and we should be fine here. Okay, I think I have everything I need to do that. Okay, I have everything I need right now. And tuning, I'm just gonna get the ILS immediately to save myself some time. That'll be 111.9er. I'll do a full briefing for you on stream to see what I need to do actually. Actually, how far is it? Let me check quickly. If I can do it now actually. KLSC. SLC, sorry, that's about a 10-minute flight. Oh, we can do that now actually. We can do that now. Okay, let's do a quick one. Legs, no, not legs, performance, VNAV setup, and performance initial. I'm gonna go, let's say, only 10-minute flight, 11,000 feet. All right, let me file the flight plan really quickly. Actually, you know what? There's no ATC anyways. We'll just do a flight from here then, yeah? Alright. Beacon light on. Let's... Starting both engines. You're not supposed to do this, but we're in interest of time. We're gonna speed things up. Alright. So I've just made the flight plan manually. Okay, engines 1 and 2 are sliding up. They're looking good. Alright, we can put the jazz music back on. Okay, start is complete. Fuel boost master off. Starter switches are disengaged. Clouds 15. Let's taxi out. I'm sorry, dude. Can you please be careful not to get smacked? I need to backtrack first for this departure. Oh, this is just some non-copyrighted music, jazz in the background. Cause Twitch be copyright laws and stuff. I do from time to time play other music, but usually I won't archive it. But since this is gonna be on, I'm gonna put it on YouTube eventually, like the archive it and stuff. I don't want it to have it because it's gonna be an issue later on. So we're gonna backtrack first. So your question about landing runways applies exactly the same thing to takeoff runways. So basically, if you have a heading, what is it called? The headwind. And the more headwind component you have, the shorter your takeoff and landing run will be, and that's the more important part, your takeoff, landing, run. If your run is short enough, you'll technically consume less runway, which is more efficient for you. So yeah. Oh, end of the runway. Sorry, could not see the end of the runway. Brake. Spin around. Slow down. Increase thrust and flip it around. Flip it around. 2 Uniform Tango 3 traffic, Kiwi 123, rolling runway 17 to Salt Lake City, climbing 1000. Let's go. Rolling, 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 rolling. V1 rotate. Positive
sink.
rate, gear up. Yes, I know, don't,
Don't
sink.
sink.
I know, it's because there's terrain
Don't
nearby.
sink.
Shh. We're
Don't
climbing
sink.
fine, don't worry lah.
Don't sink.
Don't worry, be
Don't
happy.
Don't sink.
Flight level change and autopilot, you take care of it first, please, thank you. We're gonna climb at speed 180 first until 200 until we clear the terrain altitude, and then we can accelerate to a faster speed. And set the climb thrust. Okay, direct to fans, execute, nav mode check, speed check, flaps up. Yeah, autopilot's taking care of it. I don't have to do anything now, other than just wait for it to reach its destination. It's a 10-minute flight, so it should be very, very, very quick to get there. Yeah, so we're gonna immediately do the approach into this. Salt Lake City Center, Kiwi 123 airborne from 2 Tango Uniform Tango 3, climbing 1000, tracking direct to fans. So this is the ATC calls you would actually be doing if there is other aircraft in the area. So how is everything going on in America right now with the pandemic and everything? Is everything still okay, or is everything on fire still? Because my country right now is already like kind of like a lockdown, but it's not a lockdown, but it is still a lockdown, so I'm not sure what they're doing with that. 1000 check, set the cruise thrust. We're gonna accelerate really fast and might actually break the speed limit for this particular altitude. So let me just cross-check one more time the weather that we're expecting in Salt Lake City, KSLC. Send, view, KSLC, 09019 gusting 24 knots. So we're at 1670 degrees. It's a full-on crosswind on the way down. 2968, okay, and temperature is 23. 2968. Okay, send the performance for the approach, done. Yeah, I would imagine the beaches and people doing like a summer break and everything, like there's nothing. So, okay, let's talk about the charts and what I'm gonna do for the approach. Yeah, America is doing American things. So let's look at the charts. This is the approach we're gonna be doing, ILS runway 16 right. So right now we're gonna be coming in from fans here. Up here, initial approach fix fans. We're gonna be at 9,000-ish feet, and we're gonna track by to roof, Ufemi, beehive, bunker, and then to the final for the runway. We're gonna be following this approach path, which is basically a 3-degree path, which is ideally. We're gonna cross the threshold at around on radial 249er, which is fine. Sorry, that's a misapproach. Sorry. Minimums is 4,423. I can set that actually. Oh wait, wrong one. 4,000.
Minimums.
Okay, 4,000 slowly. 4,420. Okay, it's already set on my in the game. That's good. Alright, all set. Okay, so we're just gonna be following that, and then once we're landing, we're gonna use the glide slope and everything for the guidance so I don't have to have a headache. Once we land it, I'm gonna let it idly decelerate. I think we're gonna vacate via Alpha 5, and we're just gonna park it wherever at the gate. It's a pretty long runway, so I can take my time with the deceleration. So it's not a big deal. So right now, I'm gonna decelerate while doing a slow descent down to 4,000 feet. I'm gonna switch to heading mode. VS down 500 feet per minute, and let it decelerate as we get ready to intercept the nav mode. There we go. Is nav mode 111.9er? I'm not crazy, right? 111.9er. Oh, it's not capturing it. Okay. VOR is not capturing. Alright, so okay, nav mode. Switch back to the FMC mode. We're gonna have to do this thing with the VNav. It's not capturing for some reason. It is not capturing, so we're gonna send to 9,000 feet. Set to VNav pitch. So 9,000 feet initially. For some reason, it's not capturing that well. It doesn't want to tune. Either it's not working right now, or there's a bug going on my end. But either way, it's fine. Lights, satellites. Salt Lake City's down there. Very short hop. At least I don't want to spend the night in a small deserted airport like that. It should be down there somewhere. That's not the airport though, so yeah. Okay. Localizer. Now you can tune it, is it? Ah, my god, finally you work. Oh no, you're actually on the wrong one, that means. Okay. Alright, that is interesting. It is actually not tuned to the right one. It's picking up a different runway, landing 16. Okay, if it doesn't work, can we sidestep to 16 left? Actually, we can sidestep to 16 left. I can probably do that quickly. 1095. Let's try that. 109.5. 109. 109.5. I'm gonna do a sidestep to the left one. 16 left. Oscar Golf Delta Weber. Execute legs. Heading cell. I'm gonna flip to the left side and get ready to capture that one. Algoon. Actually, I want more of a distance. Let's go from Weber. Weber. Execute. 5 on discontinuity. Yes, I understand. Iron. Direct iron. Nav mode. There we go. There we go. 9,000 feet is in at boom. Alright, now if I switch, leave you on heading cell mode, and I press nav, there we go. Now it works. Navigation. Approach. Localizer 1. I'll cap 9,000 check. Yes, it works. Okay, jazzy music, sorry. Stop for a bit. We need to make the landing first and vacate and then be done with our day. Ah, there it is. So, localizer, glide slope. Wind is coming from the right 25 knots. That's pretty strong. Plenty of time for this, don't worry. Still pretty far. 200 knots right now. Yeah, maybe tomorrow we can fly to LAX or something down there. That's more fun. Or San Francisco. Probably just LAX. Oh. We're still 5,000 feet up in the air. I don't need to decelerate that much. I'm gonna just slow down to maybe 180 knots. Because it's too fast to be on the approach, legal wise, I mean. But this is simulator, no one really cares. So, yay! Idle thrust. So yeah, this is the fun part of the flight, is the actual landing. So flaps 15, give it a bit of juice, 40% N1 maybe, and let the plane decelerate while maintaining some speed, but with the flaps we can fly slower technically. What is that SkyWest doing? I don't know, what is he doing? Is he coming in front of me? No way, man, he can't be. Is he gonna cut in front of me? I think he's gonna cut in front of me. Okay. Alright, we're still about 10 miles to touchdown, so we got plenty of time to maintain this speed for now. It's fine. Ah, I know what would help. Ah, much better. It's brighter. Reduce the brightness a bit, though. Oh. Now where is he going? Okay, airport elevation is about 4,000-ish. So 4,000... let me double check actually the elevation. Elevation is about 4,200, so about 2,000 feet, 6,200. I'll start putting the gear out, and then at 5,700 I'll put the final flaps in for landing. He's coming in very low, but you do you, man, you do you. Delta, you do you. Okay, thunderstorms and everything is fine. We're coming up to that. Okay, I think I'm gonna start putting the gear down now. Gear down. Yeah. Give some gas, just not slow down the aircraft yet. I wanna not waste too much time. So once we land it, we're gonna vacate to the right, and we're just gonna taxi and park and shut down. And then I have to go pick up my groceries. We're about 5 miles to final touchdown. Last 5 miles. Okay, reduce the speed and reach our approach speed. We're at the flaps maneuvering speed, yes. Flaps 35. Give it gas, about 50%. Initially, that should be enough to get the initial performance to get down to our speed. So our approach speed will be 100, 108, 107 maybe? That's quite slow. So yeah. The camera looks good over here. Okay, sorry the display is quite small. It has to help me judge the flare, how it feels. Coming up visually. We have like about 15 knot crosswind at the moment. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Okay, I'm gonna have to take it over from here.
Autopilot.
Autopilot disengage, manual flight. Continue to decelerate the aircraft at approach speed. Slowly as we go down, maintain a good VS. Okay, this is a bit too far. I'm gonna let it touch down. I'm gonna put nose on the ground, and I'm gonna just deploy the ground spoilers. I cannot do it from the keyboard because the sim bug right now. The sim update made a bug where you cannot deploy the ground spoilers by a shortcut key anymore. So I'm gonna have to wing it. So yeah, it is a bit bumpy. Three people landing on 3 different runways. Alright, man. Okay, we're getting blown slightly to the left because of the wind, so let's correct for that. Give it a bit of a heading correction, maybe another 2 degrees. And keep it there, and let's see what happens. Oh, it is correcting too much. Okay, keep that there. Alright, this is the bad thing about flying a very slow aircraft. If you're flying a very slow aircraft, you tend to actually end up getting blown around by the wind a lot because you're so light and you're so slow. I mean, look at them. The jets next to us are coming at approach at about 130, 140, 150 knots. We're coming in at about 107 knots. Big difference in speed. Then everything here looks great. Just keep following it down. I was thinking of flying back to Aspen, but I think it's gonna take too long to do so. Okay, wind has shifted to the left side now. It's about 11 knots, so that's quite calm. Not too bad. Alright, let's get the center line back.
500.
Check. Lie down. Okay, wind is picking up again. Okay, on glide slope. Yes, good. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Minimums,
whoa, whoa.
minimums.
30 knots crosswind. Okay. Okay, buddy. Suddenly got really strong. Okay. It's okay, we're visual to continue the landing. Disregard the poppy, we're way too close to use it. Two, 40, 30, 20, 10, close throttle. Wait, what? You overstressed the
Transporter
aircraft and
from
caused critical
dispatch.
damage.
Welcome to our new base.
Okay, game. Okay, game. Okay, game. That was perfectly fine. Why did it think it that did that? I did 169 V. Hell. 169. The VS was 169. That was fine. VS was 2.82 feet per minute. Pitch was fine. Everything was fine. I don't see a reason for that to explode. You hear like and it's like boom. Okay, man. Alright, game. You do you do you, man. You do you. Okay, everybody, thank you for joining me for this early morning stream. I'll be back again later on tonight for the scheduled Divinity Originals. Oh no, today is Wednesday, right? Yeah, today's Wednesday. The scheduled Divinity Original Sin playthrough modded. If you feel free to come join later on in the evening. But until then, everybody, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.